From Hollywood, the dating capital of the world, in color, welcome to The Dating Game. As we welcome Miss Dionne Warwick and guests.
Where is the sunshine we once knew? Everybody knows when little children play, they need a sunny day to grow straight and tall. Let the sun shine through.
There's a star-dusted evening ahead when singer Dionne Warwick lends her incandescent charm to Game 2, while Game 1 brings us a popular young television actor who'll be questioning three beautiful young ladies, and the fun begins right after this brief message. Now, here's the star of our show and your host, Jim Lang.
You know, if there was a physical form for the word anticipation, it would be certainly plainly visible hovering over the heads of our next three eligible bachelors. But instead of, I think, attempting to conjure up such a manifestation, let's begin the action by simply meeting them right now. And here they are. Gentlemen, good evening and good luck. Well, with a swinging sense of humor to match his outgoing personality, he's an excellent musician with emphasis on modern music. He plays the piano and should have quite a lot in common with our lovely singing star, provided he's chosen. From Chicago, Illinois, may we welcome Breland Rice. Breland, good luck. A full-fledged physician, bachelor number 2 has also taught school for 5 years. Now, by way of relaxation, he sings with various musical organizations, and I guess that puts him in the running, too. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio, and we'd like you to meet Dr. Roland Dean. Dr. Dean. And bachelor number 3 lives for adventure. He's a counselor with the Los Angeles City Schools and certainly in rapport with our show business gal, since he claims to have a secret ambition to tread the boards. He's from Baltimore, Maryland, and his name is Ralph Williams. Ralph, good luck. And there they are. We have 3 thoroughly qualified bachelors all ready for Game 2. Now, to prevent our young lady from hearing the introductions of our 3 gentlemen, we've been keeping her isolated off stage in a soundproof room. Let's bring her on our stage right now. From the moment she turned out her initial recording of Don't Make Me Over, there was no doubt she had the star quality that brings any audience to its feet. From her sensational Central Park concert in Manhattan to her recent smash at the Century Plaza here in Los Angeles, 3,000 miles of musical fans are currently applauding her latest success, Burt Bacharach's beautiful Windows of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dionne Warwick. Hello, Dionne. How are you? You're as beautiful as you sing. You know that? We have 3 gentlemen, and I might add Eager over there, who are each anticipating a date with you. Of course, only one can be chosen. You know that, right? Okay, and by skillful questioning and analyzing the answers, you select the one you like best, okay? All right, let's start with a hello and see how they sound. Bachelor number 1, would you please say good evening to Dionne?
Good evening, Dionne.
Thank you. Number 2.
Good evening, Dionne.
And number 3.
Yubaseo on your Hashimika, Yobo. In Korean, it means, good evening, oh mysterious but sweet one.
Oh, my. He had a whole speech ready. All right. Now you know what you're working with. You have your questions all set, Dionne? All right. Then have a seat right here. Make yourself comfortable. When you are ready, you may begin. And gentlemen, good luck.
Bachelor number 1, what would you do if I popped out of your birthday cake?
Well, I'd be so happy. I think I'd grab you and kiss you real tight, and then say happy birthday, I guess, to myself.
Bachelor number 2, the same question.
Oh, I think I would probably preserve the cake and very gently move you out of it, and then just enjoy you.
Bachelor number 3, what's it all about?
What's a who?
What's it all about?
What's it all about? Alfie, of course.
Bachelor number 2, if love was an odor, what would it smell like?
Oh, I think it would probably be a fragrance of perfume, some of the most delicate perfume, mixed in with probably some good cooking.
Bachelor number 3, same question.
Oh, I say it would be a little touch of, and of course we could say a little perfume and then a little bit of H.
What is H?
Ah, the mystery component.
I see, okay. Bachelor number 1, if you had to be something of mine, other than human, of course, what would it be and how would you make me love you?
I didn't quite get the question completely. I'm sorry.
If you had to be something of mine, other than human, a material thing, what would it be and how would you make me love you?
Well, if I had to be something of yours, I'd like to be probably a pillow on which you lay your head on. To make you love me, I'd like to be soft and be nice to you, I presume. And hope that when you go to sleep, you'd hold me real tight to show me you like me.
Okay.
Bachelor number 2, if you were asked to come up with a campaign slogan for the dating game, what would it be?
A campaign slogan for the dating game?
Right.
It would be, meet Dionne Warwick.
Bachelor number 3, same question.
I would say meet an outstanding mate.
Lovely. Number 1, I have a thing about associating people with animals. Would you take a look at number 2 and tell me what he resembles?
A fox. I think he's a pretty sly fellow.
All right. Gee, we never did find out about the other 2. That's the signal, Dionne, and you have exactly 60 seconds now to make up your mind which one of the gentlemen will be your choice for a date. Meanwhile, we'll take time out for this message. Welcome back to the dating game. And Dionne, you have now a choice to make. There are 3 gentlemen over there, all quite glib, all very sensitive, it sounded like, but only one can be chosen as your date. And I know they'd all like to hear their number called. Which one will it be? Will it be bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2, or bachelor number 3? Dionne, which one gets the date?
Number 2.
Number 2, all right. Congratulations, number 2. Dionne, is there any reason why you selected number 2 over 1 and 3?
Like the odor Love gave.
You like his odor. All right, it was a very sensitive, soft, sweet odor. Now, before you meet him, I'd like you to meet the other 2 gentlemen. Bachelor number 1, I know you'd get along with fine had you chosen him. He's a musician, plays jazz piano. He's from Chicago, Illinois, Breland Rice. Breland, if you would, come and say hello to Dionne. Thank you so much for a fine game, Breland. You also didn't select bachelor number 3, Dionne. This gentleman also had quite a concoction for the odor of love. He's a counselor with the Los Angeles City Schools from Baltimore, Maryland, Ralph Williams. Ralph, if you would, please. Dionne, Ralph? Ralph, come on right over here. Thank you so very much. Both of you gentlemen did a fine job, and many thanks for being with us. And for each of you, we have an assortment of Muntz stereo cartridges, plus a stereo unit from Muntz Stereo Pack, the first and foremost name in stereo, producers of cartridge stereo for car, home, and boat. Ralph, thank you very much. Thank you, really. All right, Dionne, there's another gentleman back there, and that is your date. And I'd like to tell you something about him. You got yourself a doctor. He's a physician and a teacher who also sings quite well. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio, originally Dr. Sly Fox, Roland Dean. Dr. Dean, would you come and say hello to Dionne? Dionne, we plan to chaperone Busman's holiday dream date for you and Roland, which can only be described as a guess. Now, we know that one of the singers in the upper echelons is a gentleman by the name of Charles Aznavour. And to hear such an artist in concert is always an exciting experience. Well, you're going to hear Charles Aznavour in concert, but just as a switch, you won't be hearing him in his hometown of Paris, because Monsieur Aznavour happens to be one of the many important stars who will be appearing this year at the Edinburgh Festival in Edinburgh, Scotland. That's where you're going. Edinburgh at festival time is a sight to behold, and that's where you're going on your chaperone dream date with Roland. You'll be staying at the Hotel Caledonian, and your first day will be an experiment in beauty as you see such Scottish landmarks as Loch Lomond, with or without the monster. Visit many of the tiny picturesque Scottish villages, returning to Edinburgh in time for the performance that evening of Charles Aznavour at the Lyceum Theatre. The next day, Edinburgh itself will be your beat, particularly famed Edinburgh Castle, where you'll see the finale of the military tattoo, one of the most impressive sights in the world, with the kilt-clad bands and army regiments in all their splendor. Travel arrangements to Scotland will be made via TWA, whose luxurious Starstream jets flying coast to coast in the United States and across the Atlantic to Europe, Africa, and Asia offer a warm welcome to the world of Trans-World Airlines. Dionne, have a wonderful time on your chaperone dream day to the Edinburgh Festival, and if you have a moment, have a wee Doc and Dora for us, will you please? Thank you so very much. Thank you, Dionne. Good luck. Doctor, congratulations. Have a nice trip.
We're about to see.
Well, kids, you're going to Expo 67. What do you think about that, Linda? Do you? Do you like to go out with shorter men? I think Johnny's just about a hair shorter than you. Have fun. I know you will at Expo 67. Then come back and tell us about it, okay? Okay, and Dionne, thank you so very much. Your records are doing beautifully. You're a great performer. And Doctor, thank you so very much for a fine game. Johnny, have you met Dionne? You want to shake hands over here? Say hello. And this is Linda, our winning date on the other side. Linda, can you shake hands? You two make a lovely couple. Who knows what may happen in years from now, huh, kids? You ready to get married? Okay, that's it for tonight. Jim Lang saying thank you, bye-bye, and we hope you always get the date that you really want. Ready to throw a kiss? Want to throw a kiss? Okay.
The dating game was brought to you by dates with celebrities are always subject to their availability.